Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my first Monday of the month vlog, 60 and Beyond with Skylark, on my YouTube channel, Skylark Live. If you haven't subscribed, please do so that you can tune in the first Monday of every month for my vlog that I started when I was turning 60 and realized that there were so many things I wanted to talk about, changes that were happening, and just wanting to inspire the 60 and beyond crowd. So I talk about all kinds of things, and tonight I'm going to talk about staying in touch with friends through the pandemic and just being, as generous of spirit as you can, and some fun things that you can do to keep up your morale, because we all know we really need that right now. And also I do a meditation for peace on my channel here each Friday evening. So I post it to my social media platforms, all under Skylark Live: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. All right, so I wanted to talk about, and also just to let you know, I try to keep these about 15 minutes because everybody's too busy, right? And there's so much content. But aging is something that is very fascinating to me. As I am beginning to go into this later, older stretch of my life, I don't feel 63 that I will be in December. I feel that my spirit is very youthful, and the thing I want to talk about tonight is just really keeping in touch with friends. It's very easy to become maybe a little complacent at this age. A lot of people have families and grandchildren. I do not have children or grandchildren, but I do have nieces, nephew. I have a lot of siblings, and I have a lot of friends and acquaintances, both here on my channel, on my social media, and in my personal life. And as we age, friendships can change, and friendships that maybe we had for years seem to slip away, and sometimes suddenly. And that can be a little upsetting, and you may be thinking, gee, why did that happen? Well, it's more about that person and their personal life and what they're going through that really causes that shift. But you can always reach out and make sure that you stay in touch. Now we have so many ways to do that, whether it's email or texting or a phone call or messenger, posting something on their page. There's really a lot of ways, so there's kind of no reason why not to do that. I'll share a quick little story that was kind of cool. I had been thinking about a gal that I worked with many years ago, but she made an impression on me and we became friendly, but then we drifted apart, and when we both left that job, we really lost touch. But she comes to my mind every now and then, her and her husband at the time, but I could not remember their last name. So I was driving to work recently, and her ex-husband now is a jazz guitarist, and I was listening to a Charlie Parker tribute on WKCR, one of my favorite jazz stations, and heard his name. That was Ben da-da-da on guitar, and I'm like, that's it, that's the name. It was just unbelievable that after all these years that they've been burning in my brain recently, and there it was. So I found them on Facebook, and I got in touch, and I recently spoke to Tina, and it was a wonderful reacquaintance. I hope that we can get together. She's still living in the city. I'm out here on Long Island. But she loves the beaches, and I hope that she'll come out and look me up and we'll get together. So, even someone that you've been in touch with so long ago, I mean, honestly, I don't think we've seen each other for 25 years, but, that connection doesn't go away. We may be living different lives and experiencing different things, but, there's no reason to think, oh, what happened? Maybe they don't like me. And, we all go through crazy inner dialogue that really very often does not have anything to do with the real situation. So we have to, there's a bug flying around in front of my face. So we have to quiet our mind and quiet that inner dialogue, because so often it doesn't have really anything to do with us. And if it does, you'll find out, and then you'll let the friendship go. You know, you won't pursue it any longer. So, you know, even during this time where we're still sort of quarantined in a way because we have to socially distance, physically distance, and, you know, there are spikes here and there. I listened to Governor Cuomo today, and he was saying how in certain communities, in certain religious communities that are really not adhering to the demands and the protocols, and it struck me like, you know, is it really going to be okay if he kind of targets a particular religious group? But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. So reaching out, checking in on neighbors, you know, running them to the store. I did that the other day for a neighbor. These are things that are so easy to fit into our schedule. And it's a really good thing to do now more than ever. I've mentioned in other vlogs, you know, I failed to say the date. It's October 5th, 2020. First Monday of the month. That's the only time I do my vlog. So yeah, you know, dropping food off at food pantries. Just stepping out of our routine to do something to be kind to others. It's really, really important. Even if somebody wants to talk to you for a few minutes, you know, maybe put down what you're doing. You know, at this age, it can get lonely sometimes. You know, especially during a pandemic, you're a little more isolated. So maybe friends are not seeing friends as often. Some people are comfortable going out and eating in restaurants, and I am not. I'm not doing any of that. I have eaten outside at a few places, which I think is fine. I did a lot of beach this summer, my favorite place in the world. Long Island is so gorgeous for the beaches. I mean, we have so many wonderful places to go. So being generous of spirit is so important. And the other thing is listening to really great music. I do a lot of that, and, you know, go on YouTube and search for music that, God, you know, there's so much great stuff. It's phenomenal. You can find just about almost any type of music that you like. And the other thing that I do often is I'll search a place on the globe that I would love to travel to but can't. So YouTube has become my travel agent, and I'll type in drive around Scotland, or drive, because I really want to visit Scotland one day, drive around Wales, drive along the Amalfi Coast in Italy, drive out west through the national parks. There are videos for every place that you could think of. People love to videotape their trips, and then you've got travel vloggers that post videos. So, you know, fitting in to your routine, because now we're getting busier again, so am I. I'm like, okay, here we go. But when I get in bed at night, I love to do that. I travel. And something I did the other night, which was really cool, I'm a big Bob Marley fan on many levels, and I YouTubed some of his interviews, and oh, it just took me right back to being 18 when he was so prolific, and of course he was still alive and out there gigging like crazy, and, you know, spreading his beautiful message. And I just had this essence of Marley for a couple of days, and it just felt so good. So, you know, that's like a really cool thing to do. And again, you know, there's just about anything you can conceive of on YouTube, you know, as far as like really great music, traveling. There's so much great information. Laughter, you know, make sure that you keep it light. You know, if you've got, you know, a peeve with somebody, You know, maybe it's a really great time to just let it go. Maybe reach out to them and say you're sorry, or set up a coffee. You know, a lot of the coffee bars, and of course all the restaurants. There's so many in Bayshore. There's so many wonderful places. Um, you can sit outside. It's still warm enough, and I think that a lot of them will probably put those hot, you know, poles for heat. And if not, you just throw on a nice warm sweater or coat. I actually have a sweater on tonight. It's really absolutely beautiful out here tonight. The sun is going down, and you know, it's just the sky. I don't know if you can see, but you know, it's just very beautiful where I live. The grounds here are truly, truly beautiful. So yeah, you know, just keeping it joyful, bringing in more joy in your life. I know sometimes we get really bogged down. A lot of us are back into the office. I'm in just a couple of days each week, some weeks 3 days, some weeks 2. It's getting a little busier, but I also know that I have to really be sure to carve out time for myself to relax, which is, you know, hard to do when we take care of family and partners and girlfriends and husbands and boyfriends and, you know, aging parents and siblings. There's a lot of responsibility at this age. There's a lot of shift in our relationships, in our self, in our health, in our spiritual life. You know, another great thing is meditation, yoga, you know, whatever it takes to find your peace. It's really, really important. A lot of people have been drinking heavily, and I don't think that's necessarily a great idea. So maybe lighten up on that. You know, I know we've all gained a few pounds here and there. You know, what the heck, nobody's perfect, right? I love my donuts, and I have a really bad sweet tooth. But, you know, I'm not going crazy. So as long as we don't go crazy with anything, it's cool, right? Moderation. So yeah, just, you know, find time to make sure ooh, it's a squirrel in the tree. Risks of being outside. Walks. We've taken some really amazing walks. Just all that great stuff to really, you know, I think being in nature, and I've said this before too, is probably the single best thing that you can do for your mental health. It's you know, as we age, we need to bond, I think, more with nature, more than ever. And it's very easy to get complacent and stick with our routine, things that are really comfortable, and maybe you're not always up for it, you're tired, whatever, you know. It'll make you feel so great. I'm gonna try and see if I can, no, see, the sky is not really coming in. It's just, it's so pretty right now. So that's it for my vlog. I try to keep these short, and you know, again, we'll meet in November, unless I have something else I want to talk about. I want to send out good wishes to President Trump and Melania Trump and a lot of his staff who have COVID-19, which is very unfortunate. So let's just send out good vibes. You know, he is our president and commander-in-chief, and we need that. We need health. We need everybody to be healthy. So wear your mask. I have nobody around me, so I'm not, but I am wearing it. I will continue to always wear it, and I think we're in this for a long time. So, you know, let's just get comfortable with that routine. It's so easy. These little disposable masks are really great. You just wear it, throw it away. They're all over the stores now, so, you know, finally the supplies are pretty abundant. You know, the shelves are stocked. I know Aldi has a lot of supply of that, and maybe in your workplace they have a lot of supply. So again, points, reach out to friends, make sure they're all right. Schedule a visit, you know, outside, maybe a coffee, maybe a walk. Reach out to your neighbors, listen to great music, take a little trip on YouTube somewhere on the globe that you've always wanted to visit, And I'll see you next month. I will post this on all of my social media platforms. And enjoy this gorgeous, gorgeous month of October. We have Halloween coming up, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas, and boy, it's gone fast, right? From March till now, it sort of feels like one long day to me. I've tried not to really think about it too much, but all right. Peace, love, and I'll see you next month. Stay well.